name is Benedict Böhm and I'm Dynafit's lead manager. The Speed Superlite is 100% in line with Dynafit's heritage and DNA. It's an achievement after 30 years of developing bindings. Weighing only 175 grams, it is still a full safety release binding comparable to the weight of some smartphones. It is revolutionary in being extremely lightweight while performing in extreme terrain. A DIN 12 release value provides full shock absorption. I wouldn't hesitate to use this binding for many expedition-style descents. Installing the brake is super simple. Make sure to set the brakes as evenly as possible. While doing so, these two edges here are then each automatically set backward along the sides. They no longer protrude out. The two pins substantially overlap, so taking out the brakes is somewhat more difficult, but still not extremely complicated. You only need a small tool to assist. I will now show you how the binding functions for the uphill. Push down the brake here with both hands. Then hold it back with the thumb with one hand, take hold of the heel unit and pivot it 180 degrees. Now you can put one boot easily into the binding, thanks to this notch here, and you're in. Most importantly, make sure the binding is secure for the ascent. I do that here with this lever, pushing it all the way forward, so there's no chance of coming out during the ascent. Very important. And then here at the back you have your first climbing aid. After a feather-light skin-up, you arrive at the summit where you will now prepare for the descent. I unclip from the bindings. That means I put the pole in here or I press this down with my hand. And now simply release your boot to the side. You are now out of the binding. But the heel unit is still in touring mode. That means you need to then push down the brake or hold it down and press firmly to turn the heel unit 180 degrees in the other direction. Just as I did for the uphill, I pop into the pins at the front of the binding. The big difference is that you do not lock the lever down at the front. Now all you need to do is secure your heel by firmly pushing down with your boot. If you choose to use the guide leash or the safety leashes, simply lace them through from front to back. The other part attaches here to the boot, easily ready to go for uphill or downhill travel. There's one last amazing feature I'd like to show you. Weighing just a few grams, the Superlite's adjustment plate really makes this binding completely ready for a broad range of skiers. Although the binding is permanently mounted here, you still have the possibility of attaching this adjustment plate at the heel unit, allowing another 20 mm of travel.